Hey YouTube. Still haven't gotten my editing software fixed, so it's still on the webcam. I just started watching some videos with I don't know what you want to call it, the kerfluffle over the new vlogging site. And this doesn't really concern that site. I don't know anything about it. I haven't been over there. I don't really care. I'm between here and 12 seconds and, everything else. Who has the time? But I watched a video by that Kurt did. I'm not sure when he did it. I think it was a couple days ago, maybe about a week ago. And it was talking about the vloggers on YouTube, which a lot of us are. A lot of the people I watch are. And I had some thoughts that are probably not going to make everyone happy. Some people are going to be probably a little upset with me saying it, but in the spirit of friendship, which a lot of us are, I think maybe a different perspective is good. This isn't the first time people have gotten angry at YouTube and went over to another site and all the vloggers aren't being appreciated. We're all going to go to live video, kind of, that memory kind of resurfaces. And that's kind of what this feels like a little bit. People keep talking about how the site has changed. I don't really see YouTube has changed that much. What brought a lot of us to YouTube was seeing a clip of something. If in my case, I was on LiveJournal and somebody posted a link to a video here on YouTube. I think it was like a Harry Potter trailer or something crazy. And I came over here, and that was on my first account that I never made videos on and I closed. But in the time that I've been here, which is on this account, which is a little bit over a year, I think it's like, I think it's about a year and a half. I've heard a lot of people talk about how YouTube doesn't appreciate the vloggers, and they're trying to ruin the community of vloggers, and that's just not the case, I don't think. I don't think YouTube ever really sanctioned a community for vloggers. We just kind of made it. YouTube, it used to be the joke, the vloggers of teenage girls vlogging about their cats. I mean, that used to be what people thought of when you said vloggers on YouTube. From the beginning, I mean, it just so happens, I think the reason the vloggers got so prominent here on YouTube was that in the early days of the site, the prominent people were vloggers. The Renettos, the geriatric 1920. I mean, these were the prominent YouTubers, and some of them just happen to do vlogs. So this community was kind of born out of that. We're talking about the Bohemes, who else am I thinking of? Like Digital Soul, the people, the old school. I hate to call them old school because they're still around, but some of them are still around. But it just so happens that they've vlogged, and this community was born out of it. As far as the vloggers not really being appreciated, I don't see why they would be. I don't see why YouTube would. I mean, they are a corporation. I don't even see that, when Steve and Chad owned the site, that they would. Maybe from an outsider's view, but, I mean, it was still a business. So I don't know if it's really YouTube that has changed or if it's the people on YouTube that have changed. We're used to a lot of us were used to the much smaller group of people that we talk to. It's a lot harder to vlog when you've got, 3, 4, 5, sometimes in the thousands of viewers, and you maybe know 30 or 40 of them. I mean, it makes it extremely difficult. You get more of the haters. You get your little personal grudges and angers against certain people. It's a little bit, I mean, there's so many little tiny clicks on YouTube. And each one wants their own thing. I mean, there's the philosophy group on YouTube. There's the religion sector of YouTube. There's, the political sector, and then there's the regular vloggers. And not even that. There's so many subgroups in the vloggers. There's the gathering groups, the ones that go to every gathering. There's the ones that are just there to talk to their friends. I mean, there's all these little subgroups, and each one wants to be recognized as the leading important group on YouTube. And they want this almost like this validation, it seems, when it's not really YouTube's responsibility to give us that. There's no website where it's their responsibility to give us recognition. I don't see how we could claim that. I mean, I guess you could make a case for it, but why? It's, this site is exactly what we make of it. If we want a community of vloggers, well, then we make one. I just see so many people just packing it up and running to greener pastures. Same way as live video, that it makes me sad to see. And even the people that aren't leaving but are just so disgruntled and angry at the site, it's not the site that you need to take your anger out on, I don't think. YouTube has done its share of really stupid things, but I think you need to take your anger out on either ourselves, or the people that are just packing it in and leaving. That's just my opinion. So, I mean, anybody can feel free to disagree, if you want. Again, I don't control you, and YouTube isn't controlling your comments, and you can say whatever you want, but that's just my take on the situation, that instead of being so angry at YouTube, maybe we all need to stop, take a deep breath, and look at each other. You can't lose a community unless the community chooses to be taken.